Thanksgiving edition of the show. Pre-Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. We're going to talk Bama and Auburn. It's Iron Bowl week. This is a huge game for Alabama. It is the game. That's what the coaches said. They get it. Players get it. Both sides want this one. But for Alabama, this is the difference between a successful season and a miserable failure. I said it. We're going to get into why right here on the show. So there's only one thing to do, and that's to play our brand new open. And I know everyone, including Jake, misses the elephants, but this one's pretty cool. All right, there he is without his helmet on, Mr. Jake Coker.
That intro reminds me of the 2014 song we had. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember at the A&M game, everybody started getting excited and jumping up and down. It was the dun 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 dun.
You remember what it's called? You just can't say it on here.
I can't remember what it's called, but I got a feeling I know where we're going.
Yeah, it was one of those songs that I heard the music for it because everybody was on the sidelines for that thing, man. It was a beast. Even Deontay Wilder came out to his heavyweight championship fights with that song. Then I heard the words and I was like, oh my goodness, like, okay, it's hard hitter here. Yeah, some of the stuff that we're not going to sing word for word. It was like because I had never heard the actual words for it. This thought like the beat was killer.
I still don't know the words. I just know the beat.
You have never heard the words for that?
I mean, I probably have. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I'd know where to start, but I wouldn't.
Let's hear
that to somebody. No, I'm going to leave it to somebody else. I love it though, man. This is one of the great beats of songs, man. Like that is how did you guys even get that song? Do you know?
I don't know. It was the year they canceled Dixieland Delight, and so I guess they were scrambling to find something. And man, that really put a damper on the year. I mean, I say a damper on the year. Just to not hear Dixieland Delight, in 2014, and then my senior year, just sucked to miss that. Not have that tradition.
Yeah, who was that Bill Battle? God, I was not a Bill Battle fan. They canceled that.
Damn. Come on now.
I know he's a nice guy. I just wasn't
Bill
a fan
Battle.
of that.
Hey, Bill Battle's family was at the show for the Oklahoma
Our
game.
show?
Yeah.
Really? I take it all back.
I was about to say, you might want to chill out.
All I'm saying is I didn't like that he took the song out.
I hated that. I did hate that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough job.
From what I remember, it was because the LSU game, they were saying, F Coach Saban, and they were singing, the neck song, where I'm going.
Yeah, right.
And everybody was like, well, Alabama does this. And so it just.
Well, who cares? I don't know. Look, I'm not an athletic director. My favorite athletic director was Mal Moore, man. He was the athletic director when I was in school. He supported the college radio station that I broadcasted on, WVUA radio. And he was a great dude. So
what other athletic directors do you know of that have that kind of legacy that you remember?
I don't
their
know.
Name like that? I feel like everybody at least in the SEC knows who Mal Moore is. Yeah,
right. Well, Bill Battle, I mean, I feel bad now because his family was at our show, which makes me now a huge Bill Battle fan. Great, but it's great. He coached. He was a Tennessee coach, right? And made one small mistake, and we're going to let him off for that.
Yep.
Because his family has very good taste. What show was it? The Florida State show?
Hey, I loved Bill Battle when he was the AD, during my time there.
Yeah, I would be honest with you, I didn't know him at all personally. I never met him at all.
Yeah, that's what again. It's like,
but you made me feel bad. Like I was making a joke, and then all of a sudden you poured cold water on me, and now I'm like,
Hey, how's it feel? How's it feel?
It doesn't feel good, okay?
Uh,
Oh my God, it's so funny.
so what you think? What's the score going to be this weekend?
I think Bama's going to win. I think it's going to be a tough game. We haven't played great down there in a long time. I think we're going to, man. I mean, losing that Oklahoma game, we're going to be focused. Like they know what's on the line, you know. I mean, this isn't like a surprise.
Yeah, the only thing really that I say the only thing that bothers me is the whole Deuce Knight situation. Him coming in last week, showing a lot of athleticism, and again, I'm not one to be like, hey, let's give this guy the Heisman after they beat. I don't even know who they beat, but
beat Mercer.
But DJ Durkin's talking about playing the other guy, and I got a feeling they're going to have a lot of Deuce Knight in that game. Now, I don't know if they're trying to save his red shirt or not. I think they already said that he's going to get a lot of playing time. But you know how it goes. What's the other guy? Is it Caleb Cunningham?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Or no, Arnold, right? One guy named Arnold.
No, it's Ashton Daniels.
Ashton Daniels, that's it.
Didn't look great against Kentucky, which I'm pretty sure he didn't start that game. And then you got that's when he got put in, and then you see him start against Vandy, and had a hell of a game. Hell, it was Diego Pavia and Ashton Daniels going back and forth.
Yeah, why didn't he play this last game?
I don't know. I guess they're just giving Deuce Knight some looks because I don't know. I can't remember what the threshold is for that. I can't remember the new red shirt rule.
Right.
What that threshold is for playing time.
Well, probably wherever DJ Durkin ends up going to coach, he'll take him with him.
I think Auburn would be crazy not to hire him as the head coach.
You think so?
I mean,
I think it's going to be John Summerall.
Yeah. I mean,
that guy, he's no nonsense too, man. This guy's going to be a good coach.
Yeah. No, I've seen that. Heck, Arkansas, I think they just named Alex Golesh the new head coach.
Yeah.
That guy, he's strong. South Florida.
Yep.
Just last year, the year before that, watching us struggle there and then playing them at home and really playing a close game up until, we pulled away at the end. He's going to be pretty good for them, I think. Young, energetic, seems to be a really good leader.
Right.
I think that one actually might work out for Arkansas in the long run. I thought everybody had Kane primed to be the next Arkansas head coach. I thought that may have been a possibility.
Yeah, I've heard
Arkansas
that too.
Guy himself, he played there.
Yeah, I mean, he got asked about it. He at the press conference, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to talk about other jobs." Kane, one of the best things he does is he's excellent at press conferences. And I know you're like, "Oh, what does that matter?" I mean, it does, man. I mean, being able to get up there and talk matters.
Right? Yeah. Ask Dan Mullen. I mean, he got fired because of a press conference. If you can't get up there and speak, I mean, that was a lot of the lore with Coach Saban getting up there, and he had that mastered.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
He became one of the most influential people in Alabama because of the way he handled the media.
Yeah, right. You've come. I mean, no, this isn't a shot. I'm being serious. You've come a long way since your playing days with talking in front of the camera. I mean, you're really good at it now. I'm not saying you were bad back then, but it wasn't you weren't as comfortable. How did you get better at this? Was it over the course of the season, just talking to the media? Because you didn't really talk that much. I'm not saying, I'm being serious. I'm not saying you were ever bad or anything, but I remember just covering the team and it just kind of felt like you and a lot of other players are always worried about. I always thought it was because if you said the wrong thing, Saban was going to be pissed at you.
No, man, I was just all about staying out of the limelight. I mean, I didn't want, I didn't like talking to the media. I didn't like the attention of it. Just wanted to play quarterback and do my own thing and have fun with my teammates. But I think once football ends and you realize you got to go, find a way to make a living and pay for your family and take care of, your family. You got to start doing things you never thought you'd be doing. So, time to man up and talk a little bit.
Yeah, right. Well, now look at you. I mean, you got a show and you're real comfortable in here. People love you. I see like Kane, he gets up there and I think he's one of the best. I think he's honestly the best one of the three coaches that we get on Monday at just talking to the media, articulating points.
Well, he's got that. He's been in the SEC for a long, I say, let's see, where was he before South Alabama? Well, he was at Indiana before that, right?
Yes.
But grew up he's got SEC roots, I think he understands the how to communicate with the media down here and what people expect from their coaches and especially at Alabama. I mean, I think, he's been around enough at South Alabama for, I think, 3 years. And, he understands this landscape,
Yeah.
And look, let me tell you, man, of all the coaches that, I'm proud of Kalen DeBoer, and I'm obviously, Ryan Grubb shows up and is doing a really good job. Nick Sheridan, I thought last year came a long way, but I think Kane Womack, this defense has really, really done a good job at keeping us in a lot of these games.
Yeah.
You watch the start of the year just getting gashed and you feel like guys aren't fitting the run the right way. And there's lanes open. And then as the season progresses, he's got guys that really understand where they need to be and what they should be doing. You don't see the bust that we were having earlier on in the year. Just really disciplined football and playing a lot more physical than we were, at the beginning of the year. And that defense has turned into, look, we struggled towards the end of Coach Saban's career. And I think this defense has played better than some of those defenses right there at the tail end of Coach Saban's career.
Oh yeah. And this is a tough battle coming up. Because you don't know who's going to be the quarterback. You don't know what they're going to do.
It's you go into that stadium and it's there's something off about that place.
You're psyched out. We haven't even kicked off yet.
Everybody knows it, and they get one ball bounce their way, and a booger that believes is a dangerous thing.
You guys were trailing at the half. I remember that. And then just beat them into submission in the second half. I think it's going to be similar.
No, we weren't. I don't think we were
ever.
Trailing.
Did you play them there, or did you play them? Maybe I'm thinking Blake Sims 2014. What was the year? What? Let me. I'm going to pull it up now.
No, we were always winning. It just took us a little while to pull away. Unless I'm way off, but I
may be thinking about 2014.
Yeah, because Adam hit a field goal at the end of the first half. Yeah, we were up 12-6 going into halftime.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was at Auburn. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we scored right at the end of the half.
Oh yeah, and they were playing tough, man. I saw Trey Williams. He's coaching at South Alabama right now. Trey Williams was a linebacker at Auburn, and he was a teammate of mine in high school. He was a 4-star guy and went and played linebacker at Auburn. And I remember, it was the drive before we scored, and I threw a touchdown pass to Ardarius Stewart. I'm walking out. It was like the first play of the drive, and I remember walking out, and Trey had a hell of a game. He was always in the backfield. He's making plays, and but you don't say hello before the game or anything like that. I mean, or at least I didn't. Just pretended it was just a regular game as normal. But I remember walking out there and I looked at Trey. I looked across the line and as I was headed to the huddle, and I saw Trey, and I gave him one of these, just the nod, "What's up?" And he looked at me like he wanted to just beat my ass. And I was like, "All right." I was like, "All right, you son of a," I was like, "I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that." And then I do remember, I don't like talking about the plays I made, but I remember rolling out to the left one time, and I mean, it was like the whole defense collapsed. I was like, "Oh man," turn around, reverse field. Somebody hits me, and I spun out of it and almost got a first down. We got a first down the next play, and then we ran a naked to the right, and what's his name? Came off the edge, made him miss, hit Ardarius for a touchdown. And I'll never forget, when I see Trey, a lot of times I'll be like, I'll remember, just remind him of that time he gave me the stink eyes. I'm walking out there and then just shove it down their throat right after that.
The old stink eye. So you were a gentleman on the field then. I take
it depended. It all depended about, I had my moments.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yeah. Ardarius.
That was a walloping hit, I believe.
Yeah. Ardarius, he loved it. We played Texas A&M. There was a play where I broke a tackle in the backfield and ran to my right, and I got hit one time and almost fell, and I kept going and got hit again and then fell forward again. And I remember getting up in there, and I think it was their D tackle. He got up and hit me right in the chin as I was just standing up, play was over, and he got up and, he got one of those cheap shots in, hit me with his helmet right underneath my chin strap. And he said something to me, and I started calling him a bunch of soft-ass bitches and, just yelling at him. And Ardarius was kind of like, he looked at me, and then he started yelling at him. He was like, yeah, doubling down on it. And I was like, it was awesome. Just awesome talking trash. And then your buddy jumps in, and he's doing it too. And then after the game, shaking hands and laughing about it with them. But
is that what happens out there when you guys are shaking hands?
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything go south when shaking hands.
Like there's a respect. Like I get it, man. I played rugby when I spent a semester at University of Hawaii, and I played rugby, and it was these physical games, man, like big Samoan dudes, and they just beat the hell out of each other, including me. But I was scared, so I ran real fast. Like the last guy to get the ball, and then after the game, everybody would roast the pig, and all the shit that happened, they would just drink and laugh about it, like the fist fights and the dirty shots. I remember one guy had a shirt that was like, "Rugby, we eat our own," and it was like a group of rugby guys eating a dude. I was wondering, like, with those big time football games, like, what's everybody saying out there?
I don't know. That A&M game was pretty physical, and there were some moments where there was some, there was a ball. I remember it was an RPO, and I caught it and I threw it out to Richard Mullaney, and man, somebody came off. I threw it into a pressure. Man, a guy hit me right in the chin. Right in the face, and I hit the ground, and I feel my mouth. Like, I don't know how my chin wasn't busted open. And, I could feel it in my throat, when you like kind of lose that ability to swallow. When you get in the throat. And I was like, I hit the ground, and I looked at the ref. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And, he was like, we kind of both looked at each other like, really? He's like, I didn't see anything. And, I was pissed at the time. Then after the game, that I can't remember the guy's name, but he comes up. He goes, "I got you pretty good one time." I was like, "Yeah, you did. You wore my ass out." But I mean, what do you do? You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, especially when you win every game like you guys used to. Like Bama used to win every game, which is crazy.
I mean,
And here we are, got 2 losses, still in it. And we got to go to Auburn and win the game. And we've been here before. You know, they're not that good. I mean, the record, you know, and you are what your record is. Don't tell me somebody that's got 4 or 5 wins is a good team. They're not, but it's not that they don't have the ability to beat you. I think that's
right. I mean,
what we're looking at. If you go make mistakes, you're going to lose.
well, this could be. I mean, I'm not going to say. To me, it's like a worse Oklahoma. I mean, that's the way I see them. Really, really strong on defense. DJ Durkin does a good job. I don't think he's going to be quite as exotic as Brent Venables. I mean, he likes those simulated pressures. I don't think he's going to outnumber us, bring more guys. I mean, just bring the heat and play a bunch of man and blitz the hell out of us all game long. I think he's going to show a bunch of different looks. Create a lot of havoc up front, just pre-snap for Ty. And drop guys out, bring guys and we think we're hot and we're really not, just kind of mess up the picture. But, offensively, Auburn, I don't know what to expect from them. What I fear from them is Ashton Daniels coming in, and then you got Deuce Knight coming in, and who are we preparing for,
Right.
and do they get a few of those plays in where they don't have to sustain drives and they have a three play drive and a 60-yard touchdown. That's what I worry about. And them getting just 1 or 2 turnovers on us, slowing the game down and just bleeding us out. I mean, they're not a better team than we are. I had an Auburn buddy. I think it was 2017 when Auburn beat us, and we didn't go to the SEC championship. Ended up winning the national championship. We had a bunch of guys hurt, and my buddy was like, "We're going to beat y'all, in the Iron Bowl." And I was like, "You may beat us, but we're still better than you." And that's how I feel about this team. It's obviously a better team, but we're playing against a team that is very volatile. You don't know which team's going to show up. I mean, look, they show up and play the way they did against Vanderbilt, and I think we'll have our hands full. I think we're going to have our hands full no matter what, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah. I think look, I mean, Bama's been on the road. They've won at Georgia. They won at South Carolina. They know how to play on the road. They're just going to have to play a good game, I mean, like, and not make mistakes. And Ty's going to have to not turn the ball over. They got to stop the strip sacks. He's going to have to get rid of it faster. They're going to have to block. I think they're going to have to hit some home runs in the run game finally.
Yeah, and I think our backs are really going to have to pass block well. We have to see them block a whole lot better when they bring 4. I mean, we just can't keep having them getting blown up in the backfield and messing up the picture for Ty. Because, even if you pick it up, if you're getting just blown back, I mean, it just completely ruins the timing for just about any 3-step in the gun or 5-step under center pass play you got.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the run game has been pretty weak, and pass pro from the backs to me has been, in the last 2 weeks, has been really rough. I say that. Eastern Illinois, I'm putting that one aside. Oklahoma, though, I mean, that was one of the reasons we got beat, in my opinion.
Look, I agree. And I mean, like, the schedule's been tough. And I feel like this is finally to a spot where, like, they got a chance to take a breath, and we'll see if that makes a difference.
Have they announced if Cuevas is back yet?
Not yet, but I think he's going to be back.
Got to be back, right?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, guys, let me remind you that we're brought to you by Patriot Roofing and Builders. Man, these guys are great. Unlimited home builders license, total home solution. They do roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and full home renovations, free inspections. And when you call, we answer. So take the time to call Will and Justin, and they'll get you fixed up at Patriot Roofing and Builders. And I was talking about this lately. I think you weren't on the show, but I was talking about this. You and I both have done projects lately. And so those guys are in Birmingham. You can't, it's priceless to have somebody that you can count on for these projects.
Yeah. I don't recommend a project, but if you have to do it, get somebody you trust.
Yeah. So Will and Justin got you covered.
Hey, just whoever's going to make it, suck less.
You've dipped your toes into a little contracting lately, haven't you?
No, I've dipped my toes into a lot of pain lately.
Be over soon.
Yeah,
well, those guys are great. Yeah, we appreciate them.
You got to get your help setting up the studio.
Yeah, I'll do that. I set up LTs, and I can't wait to do yours. But you still got to come over here. Shank did a show with me on Bama Tailgate yesterday. It's coming out tomorrow. It's a Thanksgiving edition.
There we go.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh, what'd y'all talk about?
And we started talking football at the beginning, and then we got into music and different stuff. It was fun.
Shane, yeah, I mean, Shank's gonna have to. He's gonna have to come to my house. We'll have to do a 3-man show sometime.
Oh yeah. It'd be great. It'd be great. But the ones look, I love doing these shows too, but the ones in person are really good. The problem is change the studio around, and it's if I turn my desk, it's all the stuff from my other channel over here. So I'm sitting here, he's there, but I can't look at him.
Yeah.
Or I'm doing this.
Well, I'm at the camp. I got a crib behind me, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Did shoot a deer today with my oldest daughter.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before the show. I forgot to get into this. So you're out in the woods and
oh yeah, she was all fired up, man.
Really?
I should have shot a doe early, and an old buck came out that he wasn't as big as deer I've shot, so I wasn't chomping at the bit. But I wanted to. He was like 5 years old, so I was old 7-point, and I was like, I want to shoot him with Palmer with me, and and I'm looking at him, and I got the gun up, and she goes, all right, if you're gonna shoot. If you're not, let's leave. And I was like, all right, we'll just leave.
Why did she want to spare that old buck?
She was ready to go. She's like, I'm cold. There's no doubt. She's my wife's daughter.
Yeah. But the modern technology, when I was at Alabama, I had a friend that had a house he was renting in Foster's, and then had a shooting house on it. Like the back area was a big farmhouse and had a shooting house. And I'd pull right up. I pull right up to the shooting house, and I'd hunt. And I was like, I never saw any deer, but I always saw deer footprints. And I'd get up there real early in the morning.
Call them tracks. Call them tracks.
Yeah, tracks.
You sound like you've been there before.
Okay, tracks. I saw the tracks. So one day I was like, I'm just going to come in the middle of the day. This is before you had all the trail cams. And I showed up I got done class. I got out there at about 1. And there were 25 of them. And I was I thought they only came out dawn and dusk. These just were they were just party deer.
They hadn't been shot at before.
No. That didn't last too long for them. Do you
You shut down the party?
Yeah. We're a little nervous the next time. Did you do you like process them and everything? Do you do all that yourself or?
Yeah. We just got done cleaning them. That's why I was taking a shower before this show.
So do you have like the whole setup for that? Like you know, are you like cutting back straps and doing like ground deer and stuff?
Yeah, back straps are the best. I mean, that's the best. My wife's she's not crazy about deer meat, but I like I mean, if I do a whole one, like smoking it, cutting it down the middle with cream cheese, jalapenos, and wrapping the whole thing in bacon, and like going as low and slow as possible.
Really? And it's good meat. Like it's very very healthy, right?
That's what they say.
Your daughter is probably like, I don't want to clean this deer.
Yeah, I ain't dead yet.
So are you the only one that hunts this area, or you got like other family and stuff?
No, we got. I think there was 3 people out hunting today, so
that's cool.
Getting after it.
Well, it's the Iron Bowl. Man, it's crazy. I can't believe that this is the bad part about losing the game against Oklahoma, is that this one really, really matters.
Yeah. Well, it's their Super Bowl no matter what, but now it's really their Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah, we're due for a good game down there, though.
I mean, this is the typical, the only time I really remember this being a game where we would ruin Auburn's season was 2004. No, 2000. It was 2004?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when they had Ronnie Brown and Cadillac and all those guys. That team, I have to give Auburn some credit. They should have been in the national championship over Oklahoma that year.
Mm-hmm.
USC just blitzed the hell out of Oklahoma. Jason White, Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, they were good, man. Those USC teams reminded me of Bama when we were good. Just how quick their offense was.
Yeah, they were this close to being the only team ever to win 3 in a row.
Yeah. So Texas beating them ended their streak, right?
Yeah, Vince Young. Thank goodness for Vince Young.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how like college football landscapes changed so much. I'm really surprised that Notre Dame is ahead of Alabama in the polls. You look at the schedule that they play, and it's just such dog shit. Like, and it's like they make their own dog shit schedule, and it's like they don't have any quality wins. I guess maybe USC, but they played the 2 teams that they played that were good, Miami and Texas A&M. They lost to them, but there's just this love and fascination for these guys.
Yeah, Notre Dame is the prime example that you can point to and say that's a revenue generating entity right there, and they're going to do whatever they can to get them in the playoff. I mean, my older brother played at Air Force, and that was back when Brady Quinn was playing, Jeff Samardzija.
Oh yeah, I know Jeff.
And
the Shark.
Yeah, they played at Air Force, up in the mountain, and there was more Notre Dame fans there than there were Air Force fans. I mean, I'm not saying Air Force like sells out, but they had pretty good participation, and I mean, it was like a Notre Dame home game from what I remember. It was wild, pretty cool seeing that game. That was Charlie Weiss was the head coach, and it's pretty funny going to Alabama, and Charlie Weiss Jr. was our GA at that time. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. So are you under the? I mean, if Bama loses to Auburn, they're pretty much out, right? Like, there's no way they're going to make it.
Yeah, they'll have to. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I mean, do I think they're in the top 12 best teams? Yeah, but at that point, I don't know if you deserve going.
What if they win this and they lose to the SEC championship game?
Gotta go. I mean, that's one of the toughest. I don't know what the ranking would be, but to play 13 games and you've got 2 top 5 teams in that at least, Georgia and Texas A&M.
Right.
I mean, and it's an extra game nobody else had to play. The only way I see them not making it is if they get beat 45-10, something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
it'd be an absolute bloodbath. You know, but you know they've set the precedent with SMU last year.
Yeah,
and SMU lost to a team that didn't belong in the playoff anyway.
Right.
Because Clemson was ranked 16 last year.
Yeah,
when they won the ACC championship.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't want to hear it. The ACC, man, they need to be just thankful that they've got a guaranteed spot with their champion. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Miami's in it, but I mean, Miami's 8-4. I think if they play in the SEC, maybe.
Yeah. I tend to agree.
You need to wake up.
No, I just got a text. You want me to share this text with you?
Oh my God!
Don't be surprised. Listen, don't be surprised from a reputable source.
Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing to make you fall asleep, huh?
I'm not. You're just wait for this. Just wait for this.
Because I've been sick for a week and I'm bringing the juice.
Just wait for this. I'm telling you, this from a reputable source familiar with the athletic department. Don't be surprised if Lane Kiffin is the coach at Alabama by next Monday. If DeBoer loses Saturday at Auburn, he will likely accept the Penn State offer on the table by Sunday. Kiffin is well aware of the Penn State offer and DeBoer and is waiting to see if he takes it.
Dude,
I swear I just got this.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure it's from Lance Taylor.
I mean, you know, let that be something.
Oh, that would be weird. No doubt about it. That would be really strange.
I'm not saying that this is a credible source, but I mean, you stop and pause when you get that. Could you imagine that? Yeah, it'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be strange. It would be crazy. The only thing is I just don't know. I think that the personality and the antics on social media works at Ole Miss. You know, I mean, I like Ole Miss's campus. I think it's a beautiful place. Before I had any offers, I was getting recruited by Ole Miss more than anybody, and I loved going there. I thought it was great. But it's Ole Miss isn't the platform that Alabama is, and
right.
You know, there's a lot of old school Alabama guys, and I mean, people are still involved, and I don't know if they're going to like all the social media buzz and I guess the marketing tactics. I think, like I said, I think it works great at Ole Miss, gets a lot of attention at Ole Miss, but Alabama is not that program that needs that attention. You know, I mean,
right.
It's kind of you walk quietly and carry a big stick. That's basically the Alabama standard, in my opinion and my perspective. So I don't know. I mean, you never know until it happens. This is a different style of this is a different landscape in college football. So I don't know. Hey, if you get the players and win, that's all that matters.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah.
It would be very different though. You think about, you know, I'm trying to think of the most boisterous Alabama head coach we've ever had, and I mean,
who would it be?
I mean,
Joe Kynes. He filled in that one.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Price got after it, but
It didn't work too good though.
Yeah. Joe Kynes had to be it, but there really hadn't been, in my memory, I can't ever remember a coach being really outgoing with the media and getting out there and making comments. And I did like Lane's. I could tell it was kind of that old. I've seen it before. He's gotten mad at me like that before, but he was talking about Venables when Venables said they were the better team. I don't know if you saw his back and forth with the media on that one.
No.
He's like, well, we won the game, so I guess we weren't the better team.
Oh.
I guess because we won in 2015, we scored more points than they did, so were we not the better team?
Yeah, right.
Just went back to every time he beat Brent Venables. I was like, okay, I hear
you. That's pretty funny.
You have to look that up.
Yeah, I will. Well, I don't know. Look, you got to win the game.
But I don't know. I don't even know if a reporter would be. I don't know if they'd have the courage to ask Coach Saban about that comment. Like, Coach, Brent Venables said they were the better team. What do you think?
God, can you imagine him? Yelling. I miss a good Saban yell press conference.
I do too. I love I miss the tone setting for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, you hear the Penn State stuff. I hope Kalen DeBoer stays, honestly. I hope he wins this game against Auburn. And, it's a tough business. But, man, I mean, he's growing every year. I mean, he's getting better at the job. It's hard to replace Coach Saban, but he's done a decent, he loses the game against Auburn, though, people aren't going to be happy. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point. But, I mean, if that happens. But, I stick by what I said on the radio show last week. I mean, even if that happens, I think he's done a great job in creating continuity in this program. I mean, I think he's really done a good job at fitting in at Alabama, learning to adjust to the situation, coaching the SEC. I mean, you watch the transformation this team from week 1 to now, and it's mind blowing. Now, I mean, does that say we probably need to be a little bit more intense during the off season?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but that's something you got to learn from, And the last thing I want to see is a coaching carousel, like we experienced in the early 2000s. There's nothing worse than having a new coach every 3 years.
Yeah, right.
And from all indications, from what I hear, from my few conversations with him, from everybody that talks about him, I mean, we are getting better and better and trending further and further into the right direction. And like I said, I think he's done a great job, but you can always get better. And I always think he's striving to do that. I don't feel like there's any let up,
Yeah, right.
I think some coaches get a little comfortable. Brian Kelly, I think he was one that got pretty comfortable at LSU. Thought he had a great roster and thought he'd coast through this year. And obviously that didn't happen. The team didn't look very good. They didn't look very prepared on offense. And, I mean, I feel like we look very prepared and disciplined. I mean, you look at the lack of penalties, but also the way our guys are running routes. The only thing you can complain about is the running the ball and the backs blocking on pass plays, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
And it looks like they understand their assignments, but it's just the execution of it. And maybe it's repetition during team run periods. Mike alluding to the timing of these run plays, where it seems like, I mean, timing's everything. In football, it's on offense, it's everything. It's route running, it's blocking schemes. I mean, if the guys are blocking too early and the back doesn't have time to get to the hole and fit correctly, I mean, guys are going to get loose, get off their blocks, and make tackles. Works vice versa. I feel like the guys are where they need to be. It's just we got to get the run game cleaned up, and our backs just got to be able to block for Ty. You got to give them some time. If you can't run the ball, you damn sure be able to pass block.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Hey guys,
let me read another text over there.
No, I'm just seeing if anything else pops up. I'm over here working on the holiday, but I want to tell you guys, I'm dreaming about Residence Inn by Marriott Ocean City. Our friend Keith runs this place, back-to-back coastal style hotel of the year, Ocean City, Maryland, by the boardwalk, by Secrets, beautiful sunsets, great seafood, awesome place. The Green Turtle, which we've got our Green Turtle gear. We love. Did you wear your Green Turtle sweatshirt yet?
I did. It's a lounger for sure.
It's so comfortable.
I mean, dude, if I'm wearing that on the couch, give me 15 minutes. I'm out.
Out you go, huh? So, all right, what do you got planned for Thanksgiving?
Man, I came up here this afternoon. Brought a lot of bullets and gonna hunt a lot and try to feel better and drink a few beers on Saturday and watch that game.
So are we gonna get back together before the game, or is this it right here? Do I get a score prediction
before the game?
Okay. All right. Well, let's get back together before the game then.
Yeah,
guys, we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. We appreciate those guys a ton. And let me throw it up here. Yep, there he is, D. Snyder from Twisted Sister. I Want to Rock. You know that song? I Want to Rock.
Yeah.
Lita Ford. Firehouse.
Is that Here Comes the Rooster too?
No, that's Alice in Chains.
That's Alice. Okay. D looks. Yeah, he looks a lot like Alice in Chains.
He does, yeah. He was the inspiration for Alice in Chains, probably.
Yeah, I got that same look. Looks like the same guy.
Yeah. Well, you need to go.
I do need to hit one of those. I would have liked to have seen Aaron Lewis.
Yeah, Aaron Lewis. Tracy Lawrence sold out. I've seen Tracy Lawrence a few times, man. He's really good.
I would imagine, yeah. Not selling out a Tracy Lawrence concert in Mississippi would be a travesty.
It'd be insulting.
Yeah. It would be. That's a great spot to go see a concert, though.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We appreciate them. Obviously, our friends at Patriot Roofing and Builders. And again, I'm telling you, as these holidays are here, you're in your house. You're going, hey, man, I need to call Will and Justin to talk about these gutters or windows or full home renovations. Obviously, they do roofing and building, unlimited license to do it all. Total Home Solutions. So check those guys out. And again, as I kind of sit here and I'm like looking at projects around the house, I'm like, you just can't put a price on having somebody that can do that stuff for you.
Yeah, you better stop. You better stop because you start looking and that'll never end.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, well, I want to do the kitchen. I want to do the floors next. But then I'm like outside and I'm like, okay, so I need this tree stump moved, but it's built into the deck. So that's going to take something. And then, so there's always something.
Good luck with that.
Thanks, pal. It's hollow. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, get in the comment section. As always, make sure that you check out the next round. Jim, Ryan, and Lance doing it on a daily basis, and then a lot of great specialty shows as well, including ours. So roll tide, everybody. We'll talk to you again before the Iron Bowl.
Roll tide.
I may not suit up on Saturdays anymore, but I'm still in the game.
Let's roll.
In here, I call the plays, make adjustments, and lay it on the line. Want to feel that fire, that rush? then you've got to get in the game. I used to say it in the tunnel, and I still say it now. Let's roll.